to Sports Tonight. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV, Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. And you can be part of the show. Yes, you can, particularly as we take a look at the development of badminton in Nigeria. I want to hear from you. Now, you see, Dorcas, she's playing so well. The Federation, they have rolled out their plans. How can we support? What are the ways you think we can come in to make badminton admirable, not just in Nigeria, but in Africa and the world at large? Talk to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook Channels Sports. You can also send an email to sportstonight@channelstv.com. We love it when you get involved. I mean, this show gets interesting when we hear from you. Let's get on with the show now. Cosmos Chukwuemeka joins us now. Cosmos, good to have you on Sports Tonight.
Well, Austin, it's good to be here. And of course, I've been following everything that has been happening here. Everything about badminton. Certainly, yeah. I do not know if we have ever had an African #1, but then
it's a good time.
It's a good time. It's a good time for us, and to think that these young people are students.
Look at that.
I mean, I was having a discussion with African #1, sorry, Nigerian #1, the guy, and you know, he told me
I know, pretty
he's
young,
still in school, and he's trying to get back for his HND. You know, it shows that the future is with the youth.
That's right,
and the future is bright.
And it tells us something that when the leadership is focused, I mean, everything rises and falls on leadership.
Yes,
so
certainly.
Francis Obi and his team, they just came in and they had clear cut-out objectives.
Exactly.
We want to give this sport some following. We want our players to do well in the rankings. And in 3 months already getting that. We want to hear this with weightlifting. We want to hear this with boxing.
You know, badminton has been successful so far. 3 championships ever since they became the president. I'm talking about Francis Obi. We're talking about the Lagos International Classic Badminton. And of course, the 2 national championship in Katsina and in Lagos. So that shows that things are really happening, and we just hope that it gets, you know, replicated to other sports, and you know, just to make sure that there will be successes when it comes to sports, and to focus on the youth, to focus on the young one. Let's get back to schools. You get them best in schools. Let's get back to the streets and train these guys, and certainly they will make Nigeria proud.
That's right. Let's find out what's going on in the UEFA Champions League. We told you some action going down match day 5 of that lucrative league's the biggest club football competition in the world, and that's it right there. When you see the results, is that you know it's the UEFA Champions League. Liverpool 3, Sevilla 0. That game half-time already. Sevilla, they love the Europa League. Maybe they just want to drop and go there.
Well, before this game, they were on top. They were with 8 points, while Liverpool was on 7 points. But Liverpool, and of course, the reverse fixture at Anfield, it ended 2-2. But in this case, it has been a show for a certain Roberto Firmino. He has had a hand in 3 goals. Now, he scored 2, and of course, supported, assisted in the one Sadio Mane scored. So that has been massive as well. The game between Manchester City and Feyenoord is pretty much a dead rubber for me, because Feyenoord won't qualify even to the Europa League, while Manchester City has qualified for the second round of the championship. The Napoli versus Shakhtar Donetsk is a very important game. Napoli needs to win to have a chance to qualify. But then,
look at these guys.
In Monaco.
In Monaco. My goodness.
RB Leipzig are playing with a formation that nobody has ever seen before. It's like a 4-4-2, but it's more like a 4-2-2-2 formation. Now, that means 4 at the back, 2 covering the defense, 2 in the midfield, and of course, 2 going forward. So that's a 4-2-2-2 formation.
Half-time in France. RB Leipzig 4. Monaco won.
And that is what I'm talking about.
This is a team that what they did last season, we're saying, how would they survive in the UEFA Champions League? And look at what they're doing. We'll come back to that. Another team that is angry is this team, the defending champions, Real Madrid.
10 minutes ago, before coming into the studio, it was 1-0.
Look at that. It's a rush.
It's a rush. But it's a rush, and I think Ronaldo probably will score this one. Borussia Dortmund must win against Tottenham, and they're already winning 1-0. And if they're winning this one, Tottenham are in big trouble. As for Spartak Moscow Maribor ended, it was 1-1, and of course Besiktas and Porto. Porto needed to win, but they drew, and then since Monaco are not doing well, they probably...
Cosmos, let me shock you. Let me read out the scorers of the Real Madrid goal. Luka Modric got the first goal. Karim Benzema got second. Fernandez got the third goal, and then Benzema got the fourth goal.
Well,
No
Benzema,
Cristiano.
2 goals, no Cristiano
No
Ronaldo in that
Cristiano
one.
Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo has only scored 1 goal in the Spanish La Liga.
Wow.
Just, of course, he has scored about, I think, 5 goals or so in the UEFA Champions League. So that shows that it is no longer a Ronaldo show. I mean, it's now Real Madrid are now playing like a team, but Ronaldo, of course, needs to score to, you know, feed his ego.
I know, but what they are in the table is a lot of worry for them. But I mean, they're playing without Ronaldo, right? They're playing with Ronaldo in the team, and we're seeing some, progress. So
yeah,
it's football. Anything can happen. Half-time in the UEFA Champions League, we'll continue to monitor. We'll go back to it. Let's see. Can Tottenham bounce back against Borussia Dortmund? The Germans, they have a slim 1-goal lead in that one. It's half-time. Let's see what Tottenham can do. Can the Spurs match on? We'll find out. But what a story. RB Leipzig destroying Monaco right there in France. You think you know. It's football. Anything can happen. In this our world of sports, impossible is nothing. Let's get on with the show now. Come back home, where the organizers of the Nationwide League One have said it is going to be a December to remember. Customers are saying that the NLO Super 8 will kick off from December the 4th.
Well, last time it kicked off was at the Agege Stadium last year, and of course it was a nice one. But this time around, they want to take it, across broad to other places, and they said, it's not going to be in Lagos, but certainly it's going to be in Katsina. And of course, it was disclosed to the media in Abuja on Tuesday by Shola Ogunowo, the chief operating officer of the NLO, as he expressed optimism that the tournament will be a great spectacle of football at the grassroots league of the Nigeria football. And he affirmed that the 8 participating teams are eagerly looking forward to when hostilities will begin at the Super 8.
That's right.
And yes, he also said that arrival is on the 4th of December, and the draw of the tournament will be aired in the evening before the action on the field will commence the following day. Of course, we know that the NLO Super 8 is played between teams that made champion in their respective group.
That's right.
And playoffs leading to the promotion to the Nigerian National League, NNL. And of course, the essence is to determine the overall winners.
So it's like what we saw, the Super 4 with the women.
Yep.
So no, when Roger Federer was choosing competitions because he knows what he wants and how to get the best out of it. So I don't know what really happened to these guys.
Well, it has to do with the competition, because whether you like it or not, there's a competition in the ATP. And of course, you know that Novak Djokovic started the year 2017 as the #1. But then, loss in form, and of course, he parted way with his inspirational coach. I'm talking about Boris Becker, and the injuries and all that. So it kind of brought down everything for him, brought it down for him. And of course, we talk about a certain Novak Djokovic, Andy Murray as well. Andy Murray as well, had injury problems too. And you have to look at the fact that because of that, because Andy Murray did not come to the party, Novak Djokovic didn't come to the party, Rafael Nadal that, pretty much didn't play so much last year, came and, started doing things and, winning very important games as well. Roger Federer, very strategic Roger Federer, if he asked me, chose the competitions he was good for and, did what he had to do to win.
So that's it. I'm sure you're impressed with Roger Federer. Before we go, is Real Madrid 5? Who do you think got that goal? Who do you think got that goal? Real Madrid 5, Apoel Nicosia 0.
I hope it's Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo got that goal. So that's it. Let's go now. We have to go, but continue to monitor what's going on in the UEFA Champions League. Sports Tonight on Channels Television. Remember to keep talking to us on Twitter, Channels_Sports, Facebook, Channels IF Sports. That's the show. On behalf of the team, I'm Austin Okonakpan. In everything you do, remember to keep talking sports. Bye for now.